Well, welcome. It is 4 powerful steps that I know will help you get the most out of your year, and I just want to share them with you. It's Nikki with Fulfill Your Legacy, and I simply want to help you set 2021 up for huge success. These 4 things that I'm going to share with you, I know will make all the difference in the world. These things are things that the legacy leaders do every day, but I want everyone to understand that these things are for all of us to tap into. You can simply apply these on your own right away. Many people might want help, and the legacy leaders will be there for you if you want it. But the point of this video is that I know these things work. I have seen them time and time with my clients. And after the year we've had, I want us to look hopefully, everyone, not just the legacy leaders, all of you to look hopefully to the year to come. I woke up this morning, like I said, wanting everyone inspired to do this, to get the most out of next year. All right, so how are we going to do it? Let's get started. There's only 4 things that I know will help you. Number 1 is live. I want you to live fully. I don't mean just survive in 2021 like we did last year. I mean thrive. So in order to do this fully, I think you need to, and we need to get God partnered and tap into all 3, the Trinity. This means God, that's the living word. You know, so many of us, I included years ago, just 3, 4 years ago, was not tapping into the word. 30 some percent of the world reads the written word nowadays. I'm so passionate about helping people do this. Inside of the Legacy Leader Group, I literally go live every morning. It starts January 1. And I'll read just a little section so that throughout the year, you will have the whole thing done. But it's more than that. Like, I want to help you apply it. So after we're done reading that little 10 minutes or however long it is, then I'll say, okay, this was the author. These are the key points. Now go do this today. And I'll kind of inspire you. So, like, literally get to the word. God, the living word, is the Bible. So step number 1, you need to get to the living word, but also the Spirit. Do you want to hear God? I could not believe the number of people that listened to my last talk show on hearing the voice of God. Go look, it's like blown up, and we are hungry to hear some truth. We have been listening to, some lies and some misdirection for a long time. And in 2021, I want you to hear truth and to recognize it, to not be fooled, and to remember that if we get to the Spirit, we literally get direction and guidance every step of the way. So if you want to live, step number 1, live fully, you need to get to the word, but you also need to get to the Spirit and live in the Spirit so you can get this direction and hear it. And then also Savior. So the third, when I say the Trinity, I mean the third one then is to live freely. Too many of us are held back from all the things, the hopes and the dreams that are out there for all of us. And we need to live into Jesus. We need to put the things of the past down at the cross and live freely. And we don't need held back by that. I love helping people be free. Like the coaching clients that I've had to see, do major things, infidelity, things that's just so heartbreaking, or lying, or financially ruined, stuff like this, and anxiety their whole life, and to be able to live freely because Christ did it all. I mean, that's a great thing. So number 1, live. You do that by tapping into all 3. Number 2, love, but I mean true love. This love comes from the Father. This is not of the world. Like, I can love a meal, but not really. In my opinion, I think, I'm grateful for this great meal, this awesome, rich meal. I can love a car. I don't want you to love a car. I want you to appreciate this awesome car. I want you to, it's great to have things, but I want your love to come from God and to be focused on God, and that kind of unconditional place that you can sit in. Like, that is so powerful, and it will fill you up. The world will teach you to love things that empty out. So then you're feeling empty and you need more of those things, like a meal. I mean, it's great. I say it too, like, oh man, I love this, whatever it is. Beef tenderloin, right? But I will be empty in 4 hours, that will be gone and I will need more of it. I don't want that kind of love for you. Appreciate that. Appreciate it. But I want whole love for you. This love will literally fill you up so that you can give it back to other people. It's my second book. People are attracted to love. They are attracted to this. And we work on this in the Legacy Leader Group. We call it the sweet spot. God made you, designed you in a way that other people can receive so much from you when you're in that sweet spot. And this love comes out in whatever your gifts and talents are. It's an internal impression that leaves an external expression, an internal impression giving an external expression. This literally transforms the people around you. Love so deep that God has, his love is so deep that it transforms you. You can use that love to transform those around you. If you right now feel like my family is struggling, my friends are struggling, whatever, get yourself whole with God and start helping them. Like that's what the second book is all about, bringing it into your home. Some of us and the people that I work with when I'm coaching feel like, this isn't for me. I don't live this way. I don't know this world. Yeah, you all Bible people go in there. Listen, I was not even reading the Bible several years ago. I had been in a few Bible studies where I studied just for that lesson. I was uncomfortable. I was like, please don't ask me to read. And that's the truth of it. And now I am in it and I cannot wait to share it with people. I do it all the time, every day. It's transformed my life and it can you. It doesn't matter where you're at. Think about some of the people that God used in the Bible, like Abraham. He was so old. Some of us think we're too old for this. Like, I can't change my ways. Abraham was so old, and literally, our lives are different today because of what Abraham did in his senior years. Elijah was suicidal. Joseph was abused. Many of us just feel unworthy because we've just been trampled on. Peter had such a temper. Well, I coach many people that say, like, I just want to have peace. I erupt, I get angry, and that's gone now. And it's gone not because of anything that they did. It's because they allowed this Trinity to kind of work in them. Job went bankrupt. Moses had a speech problem. Gideon was afraid as heck. Rahab was a prostitute. Jonah was defiant. How many of us are defiant? Paul was a murderer. Martha was a warrior. And Thomas was a doubter. I'm telling you, this unconditional love works for all of us. And this is what you need. So number one of these four things, live fully. That's by tapping into all three. Number two, love unconditionally, be loved first unconditionally, and then let it come back out to love others unconditionally. Number three, learn, live, love, learn from a community and get around folks who are growing and improving every single day. Think about what Jesus did. He took those disciples, messy disciples, right? They weren't perfect. So he took them and he put them in a community where they were constantly being taught by example and raising up. And they made huge impacts on the world and their lives changed. This is what I want for you. You've got to get around a community of people. If it's not in your church, you need to get to a new church. But those are rich people. In the Legacy Leaders, we are constantly raising each other up, constantly learning. We're learning not from the world. We're learning from truth and light. Like, you can learn from the world, but we know what the world is giving us. So that's what you're going to be learning. You can maybe say, oh, but I know the difference. We do get transformed by what we're learning. Get around truth and light. It will change your world. It will change your days. Number four is lead. Be led and lead with the Spirit. So many of us, I did not understand, like, get to Romans, just read Romans and I'll teach you about it. If you want, stick with me, whatever. But there's so much insight into the fact that we're oblivious to the fact that we can either walk with the Spirit or walk with the world. And we're doing one or two. It's the way it is. And we have these ebb and flows where we come in and out, but where's our hope and where's our focus and what are we shooting for? Are we oblivious, walking between one and the other? Or are we so alert and so aware and zoned in on the fact that I want to walk with the Spirit, that we recognize it? And the Holy Spirit whispers to us, whoo, you're getting off. Hey, go this way. Like we have, when we tap into the Trinity, we have such insight and we are led with such clarity, no longer living in this kind of confused place. I want you to not have the limits of the world. Walk with the Spirit and see how ceilings raise, and you keep going with it until finally we're so high, so up there, right? All right, so let's sum up our training. I said there's 4 things that we need to do today. I want to wrap them up. First, I want you to live freely, unconditionally, be loved, and love others back. This is the power. The love is the power that you need to keep growing, to prune away the things that are holding you back. Live freely. Love so strongly, so unconditionally, true love that it transforms your own life first and then the lives of those around you. Learn with a community rising you up, not the world that will teach you things that will later empty you out, leave you confused. Lead with truth and light and be led with truth and light. Number 4, and number 4, lead with truth and light. All right, so guys, I don't care if you're a mom or a dad, single, widowed, or divorced. If you're young or old, if you're an entrepreneur or not working at all and kind of wonder, what is the perfect job for me? If you are simply ready to get more out of life, I want you to do these 4 things. Live fully. Tap into all 3. Love and be loved unconditionally. Learn from the best so that you can be your best and lead others back home into their sweet spot. I'm encouraging you to do these 4 things this year. It will be powerful. It will transform your days. Do them on your own. You do not need me. Some of you will want help. Then join the Legacy Leaders. I'm literally giving it away as a free gift this next month. Honestly, join now and you get a month and it's nothing. I simply want you to develop some habits. Get out of there at the end of the month. Take the month to do all these things that I'm doing on your own or with us. Whatever you have to do, go live, love, learn, and lead according to the call God has on your life. I'll drop a link below in the comments. All right, see you guys later. Have a wonderful 2021.